Hello, and welcome to Russia-Ukraine News, where we cover every latest on Russian invasion on Ukraine. Please make sure to subscribe and like the video. It's difficult to think of a worse military state of affairs than Russia's in Ukraine being able to deteriorate. After all, how much worse than overall failure can it get? Yet, it's now about to sink absolutely. Strikes inside Russia, reported but unconfirmed, appear to be increasing. One source reviews as many as 15 new moves in the closing week or so. These strikes might also additionally have been by helicopters, drones, or attack forces in Russia. Some incidents have been reported via way of means of Russian sources, but now no longer attributed to Ukrainian assaults. The questions about those assaults are mounting. Where is the Russian Air Force? Where are the a great deal touted air protection systems? Is there any such element as lateral security in Russia, and wherein is it hiding? The myth of impermeable Russian air area is looking decidedly quasi-proper now. Helicopters shouldn't have been able to even method Russian airspace. Large essential facilities ought to have some sort of protection, surely. These incidents are probable to boom as Russia is going step by step on the defensive. Russia can't have the funds to have its rather unreliable logistics below any extra pressure than it already is. Logistics failed dismally on the begin of the war and don't appear to be doing extra than from time to time accomplishing a hard common performance. Strikes on resources, ammo, and infrastructure will make matters quite impossible for the Russians. Ukraine is already becoming one of the greatest military defeats in Russian history. That's now no longer easy to do. In the process, it's managed to break the credibility of the Russian army very efficiently. Russia's Jap offensive has failed as absolutely as its northern offensive, however, with a great deal much less fanfare. Ukrainian forces are below pressure, however, doing properly against big numbers of Russian tanks and nearly saturation artillery hearthplace. Even making an allowance for Russia's grotesque tactical failures, a whole misuse of armor, and to place it politely maniacal goal planning, this case is already terrible enough. The entire records of this campaign has been a tale of cluelessness. Allow me to demythologize some things first. Vast amounts of dud rounds of all types donated to Ukraine's topsoil indicate Russia's ammo stocks, like its basic military competence, are both in very poor shape. Much has been said about corruption, cardboard bulletproof vests, lousy Chinese tires and similar problems, but that is the real proof of allegations at factor of sale. Western artillery arrives. If Russia's sole location of superiority is artillery, that's about to end very quickly. Western artillery consists of American M777s, German Panzerhaubitze 2000, French, Czech, and other much extra modern artillery. Fire superiority isn't a theoretical term. It pertains to how a lot correct fire you can deliver. The Western artillery, even the towed artillery, is quite mobile, with much higher fire control and a range gain for powerful fire over many Russian guns. The US is also imparting M142 HIMARS rockets, which can hit targets at a range of 310 miles for precision-guided ordnance. These guns are an effective death sentence for the Russian artillery, already badly shot up with the aid of using the Ukrainians. Whole Russian artillery battalions already have been destroyed with the aid of using drones, not to mention devoted counter-battery hearthplace. This resource will also permit the Ukrainian drones to perform their different work. You can see in which that is going. The huge Russian artillery superiority is set to disappear. The Russians can't outshoot this sort of countermeasure, and they'll find it tough to evade. Countering or even locating mobile units makes air counterstrikes a ways extra tough and extraordinarily dangerous, given Ukraine's desirable air defense. That makes each different Russian unit in Ukraine an easy goal for massive amounts of modern artillery. The present invasion forces may be chewed up systematically and comparatively quickly. All of this offers Russia a very grim choice. They could hold to feed troops and materials into the beef grinder or pull the plug at the complete operation. Victory is not possible for the Russians. Politically, pulling the plug isn't an alternative. Militarily, it turns into a necessity. There's no man around this thankless state of affairs for the Russians. Escalation is certain suicide, and the only other option is an unprecedented overall defeat. It's a ways too past due to prevent the weapons from arriving. They're already in Ukraine and geared up to visit work. These weapons won't suffer from ammo shortages, even if the ammo has to capture taxis to get there. Time to get out, Russia, while there's nevertheless something left to get out. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.